Hello, my dear students. How have you been? So, see, your Shubhajoy sir finally had to be here. Your repeated requests and cajoling could not keep me away. Now, I'm here to help you with the latest ICSE syllabus. Your latest ICSE syllabus includes your new Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, a number of short stories and poems which are there in the textbook called Treasure Chest for the ICSE level. And for the ISC level, you have your Macbeth from Shakespeare's Macbeth, and then there is Prism and Rhapsody. Okay, but this time, this video will be for my ICC students, especially for the class 9 students, present class 9 students, not for the ones who've gone up to class 10 from class 9, but for the present class 9 students. And today I shall be starting with Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Now, for your Julius Caesar, I am referring to the Oxford series, Oxford School Shakespeare. This is the one edited by Roma Gill. I'm following this text, and I believe you should be also getting this particular text from your schools also. Now, before we start off with the play, there is some particular aspects which you need to know. Primarily, you need to know that the play was most probably written in 1599, and the first publication of this play was done in 1623. These dates are important because it will help us map the socio-political context in which the play is set. As the name of the play suggests, Julius Caesar is a historical character. Okay? But our Shakespeare, though, was inspired to a great deal from this historical figure, but the dramatist used his own caliber to make changes to suit the dramatic purpose and entertain his audience. All right? This is number one that you need to know. Number two that you need to remember, this play, Julius Caesar, is a political play. All right. That means politics permeates the play at every level. Having said this, you need to understand that Rome in 44 BC, there was a political setup called the triumvirate. All right. Now, what is this triumvirate? As the name suggests, it was an organization formed by three people. Who are these three people? There was Pompey the Great, there was Crassus, and there was Caesar. Who are these people? All three of them were Roman generals. Among these three, Crassus was a person who was exorbitantly rich. He was a businessman and he had a lot of money. So he used to fund all these things. Okay. Now, these three people got into an agreement and they formed an organization. But this was not a legal organization. It was formed by them at their own whims and fancies. All right. So, this did not have the state's approval. That is number one. Number two, from the triumvirate, these three people had their own personal goals, and that is why there would be always problems among them. Okay, Caesar at time would fall out with Pompey. Pompey at time would fall out with Crassus. So that was the setup. And it so happened, Crassus at one point of time, he died. Once Crassus died, there was a lot of problems going on in and around Rome. What was the problem? there was absolute political instability. All right. Remember, at this time, Caesar had gone out to fight in the war with the Gauls. He was fighting in the Gallic Wars. And Pompey was here in Rome. Caesar had defeated the Gauls, and having defeated them, he had become immensely popular among the Romans because he led the Romans. All right. Now, Pompey could not tolerate this. Pompey was dead against Caesar's growing popularity. So, what he did was he started raising his own army against Caesar. Caesar was very annoyed. Caesar went against Pompey and defeated him. So, Rome went through a period of civil war. Now, when this happened, Caesar became an absolute autocrat. He became a dictator. So, from a Roman general, he became a dictator and started to rule Rome. This is where the play begins. So, all right. So, what did we learn today? We learned that Rome was under a triumvirate. Who was this triumvirate, or what was this triumvirate? This triumvirate was an informal political organization made by these three people. Who are the three people? Pompey, Crassus, and Caesar. With the death of Crassus, there was a constant power struggle between Pompey and Caesar. And I had told you that Julius Caesar is a political play. So, with this, when this power struggle was going on, and Pompey had raised his own army to counter Caesar's growing popularity in the Gallic Wars, Caesar marched against Pompey, defeating him. And Caesar is now coming back to Rome, and that is where our play begins. Alright, dear children, I hope this much has been clear to you. With this idea, we will progress into the play. We will begin Act 1, Scene 1, but for that, you will have to wait for my next video. Alright, so if you find this video interesting and helpful, please give me a like and subscribe the channel. Okay, alright, see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.